4.1 update adds several new map areas, and most of them clearly pull inspiration from locations the game has already established, including Belobog, the Xianzhu, and Penacony. Alongside those familiar influences, there's also a completely different type of space being introduced, an indoor mechanical facility that immediately stands out because of how heavily it leans into a mech theme. The easiest way to picture it is something that feels like walking into a giant Gundam-style showroom filled with machines. Inside this area, players can take part in a small mini-game that revolves around constructing and interacting with mechs, which gives the environment a more hands-on purpose instead of it just being another place to explore. Quick pause. This short is sponsored by LOOTBAR. If you're playing Zenless Zone Zero or any Hoyoverse game, LOOTBAR is a global top-up platform that lets you buy in-game currency faster and usually cheaper than in-game. It's fully official, super easy to use, and the best part is the discounts, especially if you top up often or during banner seasons. If you're planning polls or just want to save some cash, check out the link in the description and give LOOTBAR a look. On the character side, the update is very focused because only one new unit is being added. That character is ASHVEIL, a lightning element character following the hunt path. His overall presentation is extremely stylized, and a lot of that shows through in the combat animations. Several of his attacks incorporate a wolf that appears during his abilities, which immediately gives him a distinct visual identity compared to other hunt characters. His ultimate, in particular, stands out because of how dramatic the animation sequence is, making it clear that a lot of attention went into how he looks during combat. The banner schedule for this update works a little differently than normal because the patch itself is shorter. Instead of running for the standard 6 weeks, version 4.1 only lasts 4 weeks in total. Because of that condensed schedule, ASHVEIL remains available for the entire duration rather than rotating out halfway through the patch. The banners are instead divided across 2 phases that determine which additional characters appear alongside him. During the first 2 weeks, the banner features ASHVEIL together with Hyacinth. Once the second phase begins, Hyacinth rotates out and Boothill returns as the Rerun character while ASHVEIL stays on the banner. The main event for this update is called the Wispe War Saga, and its gameplay structure shifts away from the usual format by focusing on strategy across a grid-style battlefield. Players place units onto the map and manage positioning while also keeping track of buffs and other effects that influence how the fight unfolds. The system encourages planning rather than simply reacting during combat. The event also brings in appearances from several characters, including Anaxa, which helps tie the event more directly into the broader cast. Another major change arriving in version 4.1 involves the Divergent universe. The current cycle of that mode is coming to an end, which means the entire system is receiving a large reset. Alongside that reset, the interface is being refreshed, and new options are being introduced that give players more control over how their runs play out. One of the key changes allows encounters to be reshuffled, meaning players can influence whether they face normal combat stages or elite battles, instead of being locked into a fixed sequence. The update also expands character access by allowing players to use trial characters from previous updates, which makes it easier to experiment with units they might not own. Because the Divergent universe is resetting, the associated rewards are also being refreshed. That includes the Jade rewards tied to progression in the mode, giving players another opportunity to earn them again as they work through the new cycle. Beyond those headline features, the update also adds several smaller pieces of content. New light cones are being introduced, along with 2 additional sets of planar ornaments to expand build options. The Gift of Odyssey login event is returning as well, providing its usual set of rewards simply for logging in over multiple days. On top of that, the double reward events for both Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty will also run during the patch, giving players temporary boosts when farming relics and materials. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.